Hey, you're watching Money Moves with Knowledgeable Nick. I'm going to talk to you about, in my opinion, the most stable assets to buy for long-term stability. Number one, farm. Number two, real estate, place to stay. Number three, some sort of energy production. I would want solar panels, hydropower, coal mining, gasoline producing energy sources. And I would maybe also want guns. Some sort of weapon or firearm. And I want you to think about it this way. If the entire financial world collapses, if the dollar goes to nothing, it doesn't matter how much Bitcoin you have if you can't buy food. Doesn't matter how much cash. If cash is worthless and you're burning it in Germany, if you're burning it in the fires, like what happened in Germany, cash was so worthless, they burned it to stay alive, to stay warm. I would say now I would also add a farm, meaning livestock, vegetables and fruits, and also natural resources. Natural resources, specifically lumber, building material stuff. I would say lumber just because it can be used to create fire. So farm, energy production, natural resources, housing, weaponry for safety. And think about The Walking Dead, okay? The dollar no longer exists. What is the most valuable resource? Safety, food, shelter, community, energy production. The Walking Dead is a financial tool to tell you what you need to invest in, okay? You can have the coolest NFT, but it only exists in a great economy. Communication maybe would be on there. I would say communication. But here's the deal. Who cares if you have the latest iPhone? Apple could fall in an instant if the towers and the internet went out. Okay? Maybe access to internet production, communications. So let's think about this. We have food production, energy production, shelter production, safety production, and communication. If there's any other areas, feel free and comment them. But I think it's very important to think about, especially for your children and your children's children. Even if the rest of our lives, I'm 27, even if the rest of our lives is full of prosperity, wealth, and luxury, at the end of the world, whenever that comes, you want your descendants to have assets that are valuable. And you want them to, if from an evolutionary standpoint, natural selection is going to wipe out your entire bloodline someday unless they have assets that they can use to survive. The Bible says a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And I am encouraging that inheritance to be something that is never going away. Who cares about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is great in the short to medium, maybe long term, maybe even our lifetime. But if I don't, Bitcoin is a vehicle to multiply my net worth. I want to get that into a farm. I want that into a farm. I want that into a house. I want that into energy production. I want that into weaponry production or safety production. And I want that to be invested in communication. That's my five ways, everyone, to invest in stable assets. Stable assets. And I want you to encourage your family to have those for generation after generation after generation after generation. Maybe even, you know what? I'm going to add a sixth one, transportation. Transportation. If you have, even if it's bikes, if you have some way to transport goods, transportation is going to be a sixth one that I just thought of now. Those are your 6 ways to prevent yourself from the apocalypse. All right. Thank you for watching my channel. Please comment if you learned anything. If I missed anything, please comment that too. If you had any other ideas, comment that as well. Hit the like button and subscribe.